In this video, let's go over the KWHL chart. So as we know, the first step is K for writing down what it is that you know. So we're using our cake example and we're going to go through what we know about baking a cake. So we know that our ingredients so far, we think there's flour, we think there's sugar, we know we need a baking pan, we know we need an oven. This takes us to our W column, the what do we need to know? What else do we need to know in order to make a cake? So we need the rest of the ingredients, the baking pan size and shape, the oven temperature, and the baking time. So H is how can we find that information? What are some resources that we could use to learn more about baking a cake from scratch? We could Google a recipe, ask an expert, maybe grandpa who was a baker, check out a cookbook, or watch a TikTok about making a cake. These are all different ways that we could gather that information. After we start to look deeper into it and start to gather the information, we can fill out the last column, the what we learned column, the L column. So what we've learned is the ingredients for the cake, the flour, sugar, butter, eggs, milk, baking powder. We learned that the cookbook has many recipes for all different kinds of cakes. We learned that we want to use 2 8-inch round pans and that our oven is going to be at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. As you gather more information, you can add more to your what you learned chart. If at any time you determine that you need to know other things, you can go back and add that to that W section. Or if you perhaps discover another source, you could fill in who you could turn to find out that information. Use a chart like this just as a brainstorming, a way to structure what you know, what you need to know, how you can find out, and ultimately what you learned.